guys, welcome back. It's been over a month I think since I've last posted, but thank you guys who still came back to watch the video. Thanks for the patience. I really appreciate that, and I apologize for no uploads in the last month or so. I've had some reasoning for that, but anyway, most of the stuff has arrived. I'm just gonna do a little bit of an update video today of what we've received and things that I've done since I've last posted the video, and future plans, and just basically an update since the last time that I've posted. So I'm gonna show you what we got, what we're working with. I've got the head over here, I've got the intake, and I've got a few other parts that we got. So I'm gonna show you what we got, what I'll be using to assemble the bottom end. And yeah, so nice to be back. Hopefully we'll be posting regularly again. Also, happy new year to you guys. First video of 2021. It sounds so strange, 2021, but yeah, let's get into it. Before we start off with the video, I just want to give a big thanks to Exclusive Auto Parts for sponsoring this week's video. You know how much I recommend them and I highly stand behind them. We literally use them every day. 90% of the parts that we got or using on this build is from Exclusive. So I've spoken about them before. I've always left their contact details down below in the description. So if you guys are looking for any parts for VW, any make of car actually, they open 7 days a week. They are located in Grassy Park. I'll leave all the details down below, and you can contact them for any automotive parts that you're looking for. So as you can see, this is basically everything that I was waiting for. Also the parts, it's nothing extreme or anything like imported. It's all stuff that you can get locally here and easy to find. All the stuff was gotten from Exclusive. This is the gaskets, they've got the Victorine set. All of the stuff is open also because we've had it for quite some time now, obviously waiting for the head. We waited for the head to come back, but this we had for quite some time. So some of it is open already. This is the gasket set, the Victorine gasket set. And I've got a little Harvican oil pump, all brand new. That's the oil pump. And then I've also got the clutch. This is the clutch we'll be using. Clutch and pressure plate, it's a new, brand new, just mind the box. Like I say, it's been standing around, so it's caught some oil, but it's all brand new. You can see over here, it was open for us to just double check, but it's a brand new clutch. This was all bought at Exclusive. I've got rear main seal, got a brand new sump gasket. I mean, these are the rings and bearings that I'll be using. So I'll be using the Hastings rings, the King's bearings. These were all bought at Master Parts. And then the reason I got this out here as well is because I wanted to show you how I sprayed it. I didn't really record much, but it didn't look really nice before, and I just gave it a bit of a clean up with a wire brush. Once that was done, I taped it up and then gave it a respray with high heat spray. A couple of coats of that silver and a clear coat as well. And then I did the exact same thing with the intake. It wasn't looking very good. I just gave it a clean up with a wire brush. Once that was done, taped it up all these holes. I covered it with some tape. I took all these parts off. I resprayed this black as well, and then covered it up. Once it was covered up, gave it a spray, couple of coats of high heat can spray, and that did the trick. I just wanted to look neat and not blow the budget, like taking to get it power coated or something like that. And then moving on to the more exciting stuff. So we finally got the head back. You can see it was ported. Got a Estas 288 cam in here. The engineer also used our original pulley and he turned it into a vernier gear, so that will help us with adjusting timing and stuff. Yeah, so that's the head work. Pretty excited. It's the valves over there, and then also he matched the intake ports with the head and the intake. You can see over here, very nicely done. I also managed to get my hands on a fuel tank, a fuel injection tank, so you can see it's quite dirty. I might just give a video on cleaning this up, also maybe giving it a spray. I don't know if I should give it a spray, but just to clean it up a little. This came off a Velocity, which was in an accident, a front smash, and I got the tank from that. There's obviously just some surface rust from where it's located. Yeah, so I'm thinking of just giving it a clean power wash it down with a hose and then maybe perhaps give it a spray, a nice black spray, not that anyone will see it being under the car, but just for peace of mind. And it came with a fuel pump as well, but I don't know the condition of it. Obviously it was on the car was driving, so it must be working, but I might just replace it. And then the gearbox is done as well, but I still need to collect that. I'll probably collect that once all the shops and stuff is open again, once they open. Obviously they're closed now for the holidays, the festive period, but I'll collect that once they open. There was a few modifications done to the ratio of the gearing, and I also made the 2-liter clutch fit on instead of the 1600 clutch, and then they did something to lock the diff, so it's basically essentially a limited slip diff or LSD, but not a proper full LSD, the budget or cheap way of doing it. This car is actually a mess. It's literally just standing. Obviously the engine's out, so it's just standing and collecting dust, but hopefully we can get it going soon. I just want to show you a few more stuff that we've got planned that I'd like to show you guys, or make a couple of videos on doing. I'm sitting in the car, it's quite windy outside, but I'll show you inside the bonnet now. And I'm also trying to be as transparent as I can with modifications and that. I'll try and explain as much as I can. Me and my dad's new to the modification game, so we're learning as we go with the whole modifications. Hopefully you guys can pick up some tips as well. So like I showed you all the parts that we'll be using. I told you everything or most things that I've done already. Yeah, so I'm just trying to be as transparent. I know a lot of people don't like sharing all the modifications and what they do, but I will try and show as much as I can and explain as much as I can. I'm learning, so I'm not extremely up to the standard or the knowledge that I need to, but like I say, we learn, and hopefully you can learn along with me. This is another mod that I'll be making a video on. It's a small mod for the older spec cars. This I got it exclusive, this part. Basically I'm replacing the old clutch cable with this. The new specs that Golf's come out with these for the clutch. I'm not sure what it's called, but basically the clutch cable fits on here and it reroutes to the right hand side of the motor. So mine, I think it's a common problem with the old spec that it usually gets damaged. I'll put a video over here of what I'm speaking about. So basically we put this bracket in over here because the hole where the clutch cable goes through, you can see it was actually bending over here, so we put this bracket in to just secure it a bit more. But what we're doing now is we're going to take this bracket out and replace it with this new one. The older one would run from there and then run this way into the clutch, by the clutch over here, the pedal, the clutch cable, sorry. And then with this one is we'll have it over here. This is on the new spec, and then this thing will go in here and route the cable along this way, and it will be a much shorter clutch cable, which will allow the clutch also to be much more softer. So that's also another small little modification, and I'll make a video on to show you guys how you can do that if you want to. This is the current state inside the car. This bottom cover is off just to get to I've removed the clutch cable, and then also I removed the choke. So the choke was removed over here, clutch cable was removed, and obviously I didn't put it back because I still have to install it. And then another thing that I'm really looking for is the center console from the Citi. So I've thought about it, and I'm not gonna go the new spec dash because this dash is still in extremely good condition, and I also want to keep a bit of the old school in it. So what I'm looking for is the Citi center console with the gauges. If any one of you guys have that for sale or know of anyone selling it, please let me know, because I'm searching for one of that. And then also the Citi steering wheel, perhaps if you guys can hook me up, let me know down in the comments below. That would be much appreciated. And then I don't really know how far I'm gonna go with the engine bay for now. It just seems so daunting looking at it. It's like such a lot of stuff all over the show, and what needs to be done to do the wire tuck and smoothing out the bay. And I just basically really want to get the motor in. So I'm contemplating or just putting the motor in now and doing maybe the flush and wire tuck later on. Will be a little bit stupid that I'm putting it in, taking it out, and then redoing the whole thing, but I just really want to get the motor in now. It's been so long, and it just seems like a whole lot of stuff that still needs to be done if I were to do wire tuck and doing the engine bay as well. So for now, I think I'm just gonna try and clean up as much as I can inside the engine bay, and then further down the line we'll maybe do the tuck. So I'll probably end up just doing like a high pressure wash and maybe a polish, see how clean I can get it, and then in the future do a wire tuck and smoothing of the engine bay. But for now, I really just want to get the motor in. It's been so long already and taking up so much time. I just want to start assembling the motor and get it in, see what numbers this car puts out, and get it on the road. That's something for the future. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for that, but I will try and do it in the future. Before I leave, there's one more thing I want to show you guys. Let's just go check this out. So as you can see over here, there's this whole line over here chopped out down here, and this mat is removed from here. So this whole entire place was actually chopped out and reinforced. The concrete was reinforced because we do have a lift coming along. So that was laid, and then the people who are installing the lift for us said that needs to set, the concrete needs to set for about 28 days, and it was done, I'd say, roughly 3 weeks ago. So we're waiting another week or so, and then we can have the lift installed. And that's also been a bit of a hold up because I'd like to get the lift installed and make the project build so much easier. So the first video that I'd like to do is removing the fuel tank, and hopefully we can do that when the lift is installed. So stay tuned for that. Should be hopefully in the next few weeks to come. So yeah, that's basically a sum up of what we've got planned for the near future. We'll see how it goes from there. Hopefully the channel can expand and we can do a little more crazier things. 2021, let's see what it's got in store for us. I'm excited. Thank you guys again for watching. Thank you for the continuous support. Let's see where this channel heads this year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Sunday, next week Sunday. Peace. Just another sunny day.